Okay, we're going.
Okay, if you'll notice here on your media encoder, the green check mark is already up beside the radio program. So what we can do now is we're going to go ahead and create the radio program. So you come down here and you open up what's called Audition. It's the big AU. You'll open it up. It will open eventually. Sometime this week. But you gotta remember there's a lot going on in the background.
Right.
That's why it's taking so long. Okay, to create your radio program once Audition is open, you're gonna put an intro, then you're gonna have the body, and then you're gonna put an outro. Up here in the box, I'm going to blow it up a little bit because I can't see it as well. Right here, you're going to see where it says multi-track. You're going to click multi-track, and it's going to open up this box.
Right.
You can leave the screen name as untitled session. That doesn't matter. But the location right now is in FBC Backup 2016 completed. And I bet it's going to say completed radio, but we're going to double check it and see. So I'm going to browse.
Yeah, right.
And it says 2016 completed radio program. Well, that's fine. That's okay. That's where I want to use it. So then I just click choose and I click OK. What that's going to do is it's going to now give me a place where I can add multiple tracks. So I come back over here into the file location area. I double click. And what that is going to do is that's going to open up and ask me, well, what files are you wanting to put there? So I'm going to come back down here to the FBC backup drive, just like I've done on everything else. And I'm going to come here to 2016 radio program. Now, if this is set up correctly, you should be able to scroll down to the very end, and it should be the very last one that you do. Because there is your 821 for radio. Hold down the command key. You're also going to take the intro and the outro. Now, your radio program you converted to an MP3. The intro and the outro are in WAV formats. So you're going to highlight all of those and you're going to click open, and what it's going to do is it's going to bring all those three files over here into your file box. So for the top line, we want to grab the intro for the radio program. You're going to click on it, you're going to drag it right over here into the intro box. Then you're going to come and you're going to get the body of the sermon. You're going to bring it down here onto the second line, but you're going to have to drag it over to the end of the intro. And what you want to do is just play it and see what it sounds like.
Together this morning.
You don't want a whole lot of time in between them. You want a little bit of time. You don't want it to immediately, this morning and start. To me, that was a little bit long. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide the whole thing over, and I'm going to go back and listen to it again.
Worship the Lord together this morning.
Okay, that sounded okay to me. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come down here and I'm going to, now on the Audition program, the plus and the minus works the same way it does on Premiere. So if you want to shrink it down, you just hit minus and it'll shrink it all the way down. Well, that's probably a good idea when you're doing this part. And if you also notice right up here at the top, right up in here, if you'll notice that box, if I hit plus, you see it gets smaller. You can actually take the hand and grab it and just slide it all the way down, and it'll put you down at the end. Now you're going to come over here and you're going to take the outro. You're going to put it on the third line at the very end. And when I do that, a lot of times I will expand it back out, come up here, grab it, move it over so that I can see. And sometimes I have to expand it way out, move it over, and then I come here, slide the outro over. And again, this is just like on Premiere. You know, I was telling you about the snap, where when you get them close, they'll snap together. So now what we're going to do is we're going to listen to the end of this. See, that jumped a little too quick.
Fast, yeah.
So I'm expanding it out just a little bit more because I think that I didn't get it over as far as I thought I did. So now we're going to go back and we're going to listen to it.
I pray that God spoke to
So
you.
there's your closer. Now you have all three of your tracks together.
Right.
So now you've got to make it one. So the way you do that is you come right up here to where it says multi-track, and that's up by File, Edit, Multi-Track. Then you're going to come down here to a mix down session. You're going to come over here and you're going to say, I want to do the entire session. Yeah, if you don't do the entire session, it's only going to do whatever track was highlighted.
Gotcha.
So you do the entire session, and you'll see right here, it's now taking those three tracks, merging them into one, and making your radio program. And it doesn't take very long at all for it to do that. And then once it completes that, it's going to put it up as one track for you to look at and for you to check and make sure that it's all there. So there's your one full track. Now if we play it,
WRQR AM 1000.
it starts out
97.5 FM.
with the opener, and then if you want to make sure it's all there, you just forward up a little bit. And then there is, sorry.
That's all right.
So there is the radio program. Now if you want to come down to the end, here's the very end of it. And then you'll be able to hear the very ending to make sure that it's all there. So it's all there. Now, what I do is, this is saved it as something totally odd. So what I do now is I go up here to File, and I come down to Save As. And I tell it Save As. And see, it puts it as a WAV file.
Right.
Well, I need to change that format to an MP3. So I'm gonna come right here and change it to an MP3, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna rename the file name, and I'm gonna name it as FBC Paris, and the date of the service, which would have been 8/21/16. Then under location, we're gonna create a location for you today. So under location, you would click Browse. Now, we don't have a folder for you to do this. So we're under FBC Backup, just like we're on everything else. We're going to come down here, click New Folder, and it's going to say, what do you want to call this? And we're going to call this Radio Upload. Well, almost upload to Internet. Okay, radio upload to internet. We're going to create that folder. Then what it's going to do is we're going to come down here and we're going to tell it to save that file to that folder. Now we go back over here, we look, the file name is FBC Paris 8/21/16 MP3. There's the new folder, so we're going to tell it to save it. What it's going to do now is it's going to save that program to that folder, and that's the folder that you will actually use to upload to WMUF radio. That's the radio program complete.
Okay.